So a few days ago, I did go ahead and make this little video about a Miraculous Awakening 9th anniversary. And essentially in this concept video, I did go over, what characters we could see for like a Miraculous Awakening themed 9th anniversary. And that's just right. I brought up options like, Beast Gohan, of course, UI Goku, even Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Jiren, right? There's a lot of characters that can fit like an awakening, a miraculous awakening kind of theme for anniversary. And today we're actually going to kind of follow back up on that, but instead of just the new characters, we're instead going to look at what EZAs we could see for 9th anniversary based around the Miraculous Awakening theme. Now again, last week on the 5th, we did get the first teaser which showed God Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, then obviously Beerus, the Battle Gods, right? And the kind of idea people are bringing about this theme is like, oh, it's Goku, taking the step into godhood. It's Vegeta taking the step into battling gods as well. So it's like the awakening for those characters into like the realm of gods, essentially. And then maybe next week's trailer is like Cell Saga, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan taking the step into that, further evolution, Super Saiyan 2, things like that, right? And a lot of this kind of fit like this Miraculous Awakening kind of theme, right? Or like, awakening of power, right? Is what I'm really thinking of here, but we won't know what the next trailer is going to be until the 12th. It could really be anything. But I'm still going to speculate based off this first trailer. If you haven't seen this video, I do recommend watching that one before watching this video here. I do talk a lot about, the theme itself and the original characters. But let's move on next to these two categories right here. Actually, I did bring up Powerful Comeback and Miraculous Awakening, right? But we'll talk about all of these all together here. So, there's a lot of characters that I feel like could potentially receive an EZA during like a Miraculous Awakening event, right? But it doesn't even necessarily have to fit the category. The Miraculous Awakening like team, it could fit to like, maybe characters in that specific saga, characters surrounding the like or actual main character of the event, right? So, let's look through here in these categories though, and then we'll take a look here at Misaka's like EZA upcoming list of characters that could be upcoming EZAs. Then even some banner units here, right? So, first and foremost, just going down the list, Super Saiyan 2 Tech Gohan. This is a character that is a 2020 character. I think, they could really start dipping into 2020 characters. It wouldn't be out of the question for this character to EZA. Do I think he's one of the more likely options? Probably. Maybe not, maybe not. I think this guy definitely does fit obviously like a Miraculous Awakening kind of theme. But, I think that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Bojack, eventually that'll be a dual Dokkan festival. But it just depends. If this guy EZAs now, then maybe, we won't get a Bojack versus Gohan kind of dual Dokkan festival kind of thing. But I'm thinking even like next year's, New Year's, or even Golden Week could potentially be like a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Bojack. So I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to go ahead and save an EZA like that. Namagoku, I think Namagoku is probably out of the question for at least 9th anniversary. It would be insane, but I'm expecting this guy to EZA and then this guy to EZA. These are both Miraculous Awakening characters, AGO UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta. I feel like we're really like, the last year we got the 5th anniversary characters to EZA. The year before, we got both the 4th and 3rd anniversary characters to EZA here. Oh, they have to cost some money here. That's cool. But because of that, I think it's very likely that we see EZAs for the 6th anniversary characters during this year. And, that would make sense because 10th anniversary, that's fusions. We would see the 7th anniversary characters EZA, which would be crazy. But, if it's like Miraculous Awakening, again, let's say we get UI Goku especially, then they EZA these guys in like part 3 of the anniversary. That makes a lot of sense. I think giving us these two dual Dokkan Fest characters EZAs, they could really do a lot with these guys. UI Goku, there's been characters recently who have been getting kind of like some form of like guaranteed evasion. We have the Kid Gohan, the revive post Kid Gohan post his revive, he has a one-turn guaranteed dodge. We have Guard who can get guaranteed dodge. What if this character gets some side of ability where like he's able to also get guaranteed dodge? Imagine like it's like great chance to evade enemy attacks, but then like for the first time after you activate the revive, the next turn after he has guaranteed dodge, or something like that could be really interesting, where it's like, okay, you get this character's revive off, then you're able to get his guaranteed dodge. I think that could be really, really nice. Another thing, this guy, maybe you can get some multiplicative stats here, because this guy and the Blue Evolution Vegeta, one of the reasons I feel like they didn't really like age that well stat wise is because they don't have multiplicative buffs. I feel like Goku's aged really well defensively, but both of these characters, you know, their attack stats even on release weren't really that great, because they had these high chances to crit in their, you know, super attack effects, right? They're the first characters to get that. But if they give this character, like, again, 170% attacking defense, I'm thinking like, I don't know, even 3 key 170% attacking defense, then they make this like up to a 50 to 70% like attack and defense on top of the key here. That could be really, really, really good for like UI Goku. Imagine him getting those multiplicative stats would be very nice. This doesn't really need to change. They can increase that. Maybe the additional chance right here could be increased as well. But one thing I would say that could be very helpful is maybe this could be changed a little. Having to receive 3 attacks as a dodging character, just not really good design. And luckily, since this is in the passive skill and has nothing to do with like an active skill or anything like that, this actually should be able to be changed with an EZA, again, compared to like an active skill or a standby skill condition. Like those cannot be changed, but this can. So it could be a thing where maybe if he dodges 7 times or more in battle, then he's able to get the revive when you're under 50% HP. They could even make this a much more like forgiving HP condition. What if it's 70% and then after dodging 7 times, or if it's like either under 50%, or if he dodges 7 times during battle, he can revive, you know, characters or allies. Like, they can make this a lot better potentially, which could be really interesting. Same with Blue Vegeta. Again, I think one thing should be is that his reduction should stay. Maybe it could be, or it could even be a thing where it's like 10% reduction. The first turn he gets another like 30% reduction, and then he builds up to another 30% reduction here. And it's like turn 1, he can get like insane like 70% damage reduction. And then the turns after, he still will have 40%. Maybe they could even give him some kind of stacking here. Again, give this multiplicative buffs for each attack he does. Maybe make his additional guaranteed. Like what if he gets like 2 attacks that have a high chance to be super? That could be interesting. Like make this guy kind of like still tanky, but like maybe he stacks defense on his 18 key, raises defense for the 12 key, and then it's like he's building up like these multiplicative stats, getting the crits, and it's like Goku's like more of the defensive character, right? Make this character a little more offensive, but still very tanky. I think that could be good. And again, I think his revive is easier to get than Goku's, because he has to, it's him receiving the attacks, which, you know, he's always going to, while this guy's like mostly dodging, I feel. And then if he doesn't dodge, he kind of like dies, right? So I think this guy's revive is already easier, but again, they could do something similar to that, and that can make it interesting. Like what if it's just under 50% HP in general, and then if you receive those 7 attacks, he can also just guaranteed revive like at all times, maybe even like under 70% specifically. I don't know, that could be really cool though. Maybe active skill could make it hit harder too in some form of fashion, right? But that's cool. And again, yeah, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I didn't really talk about what he could do, but I mean, I don't know, change this to high chance, just make his stats larger. Really, like I think his design in like general is like not bad, but they just have to really make his stats a lot higher. Him being reliant on the Goku is actually not that bad anymore. There's like tons of movie hero Goku characters at this point. Like God Goku would be a really good option. Like just any Goku from movie heroes is like so huge. And it's a character whose name includes Goku. So again, it could be like the Super Saiyan, what's it called? Like it could literally be like the Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. So that can be an option. So it's like there's definitely a lot better Gokus available now that are on movie heroes compared to when that Gohan released, so that could be still good for him. But obviously, I think just general stat increases. Who else? Again, S2UI Goku, another powerful comeback or miraculous awakening kind of character that is here. I mean, again, just like with UI Goku, maybe if he has some option to get guaranteed dodge, maybe, but I feel like that won't be that great. What they could do is they could like, I don't know, I guess this might not really change, to be honest. It doesn't really matter if this changes, but I don't know. maybe they could just make it a great chance to dodge instead of just take away the turn restriction in general. Obviously bump this up. Better super attack effects would be very nice. This is actually not too bad. This is what I would like to see with like the new or AGL UI Goku or a new UI Goku to awaken. Maybe you could even get some sort of support, right? That could be really interesting too. But again, this character has already a very good base design. It's just that you really want those stats to increase so he could be more consistent even when he's not dodging, right? So I mean, yeah, this like his design itself is not really too bad. What if he's stacked attack and defense like on both super attacks? It's like he slowly gets stronger and stronger. Don't give him additionals, maybe make him stack. Maybe give him some sort of like crit in here. Like what if it's like great chance to dodge and great chance to crit for 7 turns, right? That could be good, honestly. Let's give him some like built-in 70% chance to crit. I would take that for sure. Let's see. I guess to be fair, it's like this, like the issue with this guy is like his punches weren't landing as hard as they could be, so maybe they wouldn't really give him crit, but whatever. You guys kind of, it doesn't even matter. They can just give him crit anyways. Who cares, right? Who else could easy A here? I mean, we're getting now to these T-War characters where it's like H.O. Bardock. I don't think that would be his time, right? Especially if it's centered around Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo. I feel like that wouldn't be his time there. Let's see. Again, a lot of these characters have really easy it already. So, yeah, I'm not really seeing anyone else here that I'm like sticking out to me. So a lot of the powerful comeback characters here, or I mean, Miraculous Awakening characters here are LRs, but powerful comeback could be another option, right? These are kind of characters that like, you know, came back and just had a battle, kind of like rewoken their power a little bit, right? This could be interesting. But one character here, Tech Ultimate Gohan. I think he could easy A. He's like a mid-2020 character. I mean, if we take a look here, like, let's say they get Super Saiyan 3 Goku out of the way. It's just going to be Broly, these two. And then it's like this Gohan's right in the middle. If they get rid of UI Goku here, like Tech Jiren is another character they can give an easy A. That is on the powerful comeback team. Yeah, Tech Jiren is here, right? So it's like they can get Tech Jiren, they can get S2UI, these guys, maybe. This guy right here could easy A very easily, right? And he would actually be a really good partner with like a new Beast Gohan potentially. Like if that Beast Gohan has Saiyan lineage, that could be really good. And obviously when he transforms to Ultimate Gohan, he would actually potentially link really, really well with that guy. So I think that'd be good. Getting this guy an easy A, which is kind of crazy that this guy is actually, like if we get Beast Gohan during Anniversary, this guy's like one of the top choices for an easy A to happen. They could even just like say, yeah, we're going to save this guy for part 3 because he's that guy. That would be insane. Imagine a part 3 where it's like Tech Gohan easy A's, then the 6th anniversary characters easy A. That would be so absolutely like just crazy awesome hype. I think so many people would go insane for something like that to happen. Tech Jiren, I could see like, you know, maybe we get an LR Jiren part 2, right? And we get Tech Jiren to easy A. I mean, he's super effective when the enemy is attack or defense down. That's not really good anymore. Maybe if they give him some sort of ability to get the attack effectiveness all types, is like maybe if he's like 18 key or more, he's super effective against all types. That could be good, right? This doesn't really matter. Like what it could be like super effective when keys 18 or more, crit when keys 24. I think that's fine. Give him guard. Like, what if he has, like, guard for the first 5 turns? Like, give him that guard ability. Multiplicative stats built up here. I can see, like, honestly, Jiren, he has a character is like, you know, he's Jiren. Give him a massively raised attack and defense for the turn, right? That can go crazy. This buff could still actually be really good, given he gets multiplicative parts of his passive here. Massively raised attack and defense for the turn here. Greatly raise attack and defense for the turn. Like Jiren's a character I could see them give the 100% attack and defense raise on super attack. It's Jiren, right? You know, he's like a big beefy boy, right? And then guard will help him really quite a bit, especially with all these int bosses right now. He's a tech character that could be really helpful. They can make Tech Jiren's easy could be really good. He has like a solid start. He just needs like some sort of really strong defensive mechanic in order to really go off. But I mean, they could also make him just one of these characters like LR Rose Goku Black that just have so high of a defensive stat that he doesn't even need guard or anything. He's just like at 2 mil defense. Physical 16 is another character like that. But since this is a character that wants to take hits, it would be probably nice if he has like some sort of guard ability. I think, especially with how like if he's a Universe 11 leader, bro, like you know what I mean? I mean, honestly, they should just make him a 200% Universe 11 lead, even though he's an EZA. But they're probably just gonna do 180%. So yeah, I mean, who else? Again, Blue Falcon, Goku, Blue Evolution, Vegeta. Honestly, make them create rainbow orbs, and then make their additionals have a chance to be supers. Just bump their stats up and to give them like 50% attack and defense on super, and then they're actually really good. Like, again, these characters are starting to get to like these 2020 beyond characters where it's like they already have a lot of these strong things built into their kit that they just have to give them this one thing to round them out, and then they like get really, really, really nice, right? Again, in terms of TURs here, not really seeing a lot though. A lot of it is like LRs besides Tech Gohan, like a TUR again, Ajo Bardock, like a TUR, right? He could potentially sell EZA, but I feel like Ajo Bardock would be safe for like a Saiyan Day celebration. You know what I mean? That's my thought there. Let's see, who else could EZA here though? Just looking at this list, I mean, honestly, not really seeing many other characters. I think it's like those kind of characters would really fit like a Miraculous Awakening kind of vibe. Again, Namek Goku would too, but I think he's a bit too far off for like a 9th anniversary EZA. Especially if they're going to do the 6th anniversary EZAs. I don't think they would do these two and this guy. I do doubt it in the same celebration. Banner units here. I mean, they can get these two, this Ajo Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Ajo Bojack. If they don't save him for a Bojack celebration, they can just knock these two out here. Who else here? I mean, this Angry Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? The Saiyan, Great Saiyan 2 could be interesting. We already got Tech Tape on it, funny enough. Who else? Like a Miraculous Awakening character. Again, not really seeing anyone else here. For like sub-EZs potentially. And then obviously here's the 2021 characters. Maybe they could EZA these two if it's like a Universe Survival Saga. We can get Tech, Gohan, and Piccolo, then Angel, Golden Frieza, and Gohan. They could EZA with these guys potentially with their own Extreme Z battle. Like a Universe 17 kind of themed kind of celebration like that. But yeah, I don't really see them stepping into a lot of these characters. So that's it for EZAs for like a what if it's a Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Comeback kind of theme celebration, whatever they want to call it. But I think that could be really cool, like just an awakening campaign, like stepping into like an awakened power, updated power, blah 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 blah. Just I don't know. A lot of times these themes nowadays are like very flexible. Like Worldwide Celebration was like Connection or something, and then last anniversary was it was pretty much the Spirit Bomb, but then part 2 units are kind of wonky with that. Whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Who you would like to EZA from a theme like this, and I'll catch you next time.